Massive opportunity hides in a stock market plunge. Every time you look at the news, it feels like the world is falling apart. But if you pause for a second and look beneath the headlines, you'll find something unexpected. Opportunity. Recently, the Dow dropped 1,700 points in a single day. The cause? News about new tariffs. Futures markets were pointing even lower. In the constant race between fear and greed, fear was clearly in the lead. Supporters of the tariff say it's about time the United States stood up to foreign trade barriers. They believe that after some short-term pain, we'll enter a new era of prosperity. Some even claim we could eliminate income taxes entirely. Skeptics, not so convinced. Dan Ives, an analyst at Wedbush Securities, put it bluntly. He said, "If a ninth grader in high school presented this tariff chart to a teacher in a basic economics class, the teacher would laugh and say, 'Sit down and work on the assignment.' So who's right? Only time will tell." And as is usually the case, the truth probably falls somewhere in the middle. But while others are busy debating, here's the better question. What can you do right now to make the most of this moment? Start with tax loss harvesting. If you have stock in a taxable account and some of those positions have dropped in value, you might be sitting on a hidden opportunity. You can use those losses to offset gains and potentially reduce your tax bill. That's called tax loss harvesting. It's one of those strategies that people talk about but rarely act on. You don't need to figure out which investments to sell or what to replace them with. The key is knowing this exists and using it when the timing is right. Even if you don't move on it today, the fact that you're thinking about it already puts you ahead. Next, consider Roth conversions while the market is down. Tax loss harvesting doesn't work inside retirement accounts like traditional IRAs or 401ks. But if values have dropped, now could be a good time for a Roth conversion. That means shifting money from a traditional retirement account into a Roth IRA. You'll pay tax on the amount you convert today, but future growth could be tax-free. And because your account may be temporarily lower in value, the taxes you pay now might be much less than what you'd owe later. If you're using strategies like leveraged equipment leasing or charitable giving, you might even be able to reduce or offset the tax bill entirely. A lot of people ask, can I convert without moving into a higher tax bracket? But that's not the real question. A better question is, can I convert now at a lower rate than I expect to pay when I take the money out later? That's the kind of thinking that leads to real results. Ask yourself this. When was the last time your tax pro came to you with an idea to actually save you money? Most people say never, so why not use this market drop to change that? And if you're working with someone new, ask them this. What are you recommending in response to the current market downturn? If you get silence or a generic answer that tells you everything you need to know, you can't control the market. But you can control your response. Right now, there are smart, strategic moves on the table. Moves that can reduce your taxes, grow your wealth, and position you for the rebound. And if you want help making sense of the options, David Tuck is here to help.